We just exited Mercury retrograde in Gemini, then it went into Taurus. Now we are basically reappearing to make our way towards another retrograde dealing with Saturn and Aquarius retrograde. So retrogrades is flashbacks on previous existences, circumstances, people, places, things, situations, and of course ideas, concepts, and of course everything that's accumulated in that energy. You're going to basically be resurfacing in these areas. You're going to be basically traveling back in time into these areas. Now these areas are going to bring experiences dealing with with your task, your current stances, and wherever you got Aquarius at in your chart. Now Saturn and Aquarius basically brought boundaries, limitations, restrictions, also responsibilities, duties, and obligations, to taking things serious, and of course making life sober when it comes to one, your status, your career, your business, how you gain structure, money, resources. That's currently in Aquarius at this time. Also, you're going through the situation and circumstances of them utilizing circumstances to pretty much, get everyone on one accord to do things as far as gain money, gain structure when it comes to internet, when it comes to you building structure on that area, feel me? Now, luckily, everybody was utilizing these energies to, one, not get caught up into the way of how the world and society wanted you to basically do this, because the world and society wanted you to basically have everything formulated and constructed where you basically work from home and don't leave your house. That's why they created and reinvented the airborne thing. We can't really say too much about this, but you know what I'm talking about. That's why they kind of like created that situation to get people on one accord. And they also doing it with the gas prices. For me, they trying to get everybody on their electric cars. So they kind of like doing everything at this point. They trying to replace religion with science. Also, that perspective, and also there was some scare tactics too that they were trying to utilize with astrology. But also, Saturn and Aquarius pretty much are a representation, and it's basically going to bring past associations, past groups, past networking perspectives, or past restrictions and boundaries, or past concepts that you kind of like generated, or it's going to basically be dealing with past technology or past ways of basically gaining structure within your circumference. Now, Saturn and Aquarius. Now, if you're planting good seeds, you ain't really got to pretty much worry about too much. But also, you got to look at areas where you can clean up and not reinvent or have previous individuals that pretty much pop back up into your space to basically tarnish with the shit that's going on for you right now. Saturn and Aquarius in your first house. This is extreme past personal responsibilities, personal status goals, and personal associations popping up and, of course, appearing in your life. So, of course, you're going to have all the power, and you're going to have what it takes, and of course you're going to be a representation when it comes to the personal life, the personal aspects of your life, or your personal persona, how you personally come across. Now, what's going to pretty much oppose you is going to be the Moon and Leo in your 7th house, your relationships. Other individuals are going to basically be the light and shining armor on what you should do, what you should not do. Now, you can use these energies for good or bad. 2nd house, you're going to be placed into a circumstance situation of dealing with past valuations, dealing with associations, material, resources, money, and all those spectrums. Now, Moon and Leo is going to basically bring deep transformations on things that you should do, things that you should not do. Which is basically, this will basically be an eye opener to basically help you. Which means, for prime example, you got Trouble, the rapper that had got went through a transformation. Now, he had Leo in the 8th house, and you know what I'm saying? So he pretty much went through a situation where he went through a transformation situation. So you know what I mean by that, though. Also, your 3rd house, you're going to be placed into a situation to deal with previous associations, dealing with friends, environment, siblings, good or bad. Now, what's going to pretty much help you is this Moon and Leo is going to bring your 9th house of realizations when it comes to your 9th house. Looking at the bigger picture when it comes to expanding and not associating yourself with individuals that may basically tarnish you, or they may not be in your best interest during this time. So be aware of that. Now, the 4th house, this is basically sobering up, but also dealing with past setbacks, dealing with an emotional connection to home, family, and privacy. Now, the Moon and Leo is going to basically help you in this area, which is going to be your status, your career, your goals, your business. That's going to kind of like bring opposition, but another way of seeing things, which means you're on a waxing moon during the sign with the Leo moon energies. Now Saturn is back retrograde, which is opposing the moon. So you're going to basically be seeing what's tarnishing your status and what should basically be working with your status. But you're going to be dealing with past home, family. I mean, good or bad during the sign. Now your fifth house, you're going to be placed into situations of dealing with past hobbies, past romance, past creative endeavors, and past personal expressions, and past ego. I mean, that's going to pop up during the time. Now, also, what's going to help you is the moon and Leo being in the 11th house. The public, the associations, groups, activities, or organizations, or individuals that's in that area is going to basically be the eye-opener of what you should be doing or what you should not be doing, good or bad. Sixth house, you're going to be dealing with past health issues, past worrying about work, health, routines, duties, and obligations. Now, what's going to oppose you is going to be your 12th house in Aquarius. Dreams, fantasies, illusions. Saturn and Aquarius in the 7th house. See, Saturn kind of like does good here because it's going to bring exaltation, which means you may go to the extreme ways of relating towards people, places, and things, or extreme relatability from other people, places, and things that's coming up within your life. But also, being that it's in the 7th house, really it was ascendant, so you're already getting opposed by the Aquarius energies by default. So either you could be pushing off these energies, or you can appear to be a opposite or opposition during the time, or others can pretty much play out these characteristics within your life. Now, what's going to basically help you in this house right here is your relationships and how you relate with people during this time. Feel me? You may have to switch that up. You may have to be an eye-opener to see what to do and what not to do. Now, the moon in Leo is going to conjunct you, which is your personality, your personal ascendant. So it's going to bring the opposition here and there. So you can place yourself in a situation to deal with obstacles, ups and downs. But this Saturn in your 7th house is going to basically bring past relationships or past individuals that you pretty much related with within your life. You could pretty much be experiencing this right now, good or bad relationships. But you are the creator to basically make the decisions of who you're relating with during this time. 8th house, you're going to be placed into situations of basically having past deep desires and associations dealing with the occult mysticism behind the scenes, or dealing with individuals that you pretty much have a deeper desire or a connection with. Now, it's going to pretty much bring the opposite, which is going to basically be your 2nd house, your material, your resources, the thing you value during this time. That's going to basically be a prime example of you should be planting seeds towards valuing the right shit. And of course, past deep desires and transformational aspects that pretty much didn't help in your favor shouldn't be popping up or tainting with your 2nd house during this time. 9th house should be placed into situations that deal with past experiences, good or bad, past moral systems, past education, past ways of seeing about the bigger picture of life, or past meanings or reasons that you pretty much put faith into. Now that's going to pop back up. Now what's going to help you in this energy is going to be the moon and Leo in your 3rd house. So it's pretty much dealing with the things that's in your environment that can pretty much help you during this time. So what's going to happen here, try not to pretty much allow past experiences to dictate this retrograde, which can make you or break you. But of course, if you plant the right seeds, you're going to be basically looking at the bigger picture on things, and you won't basically be having any things or individuals or within your experiences to basically bring setbacks. 10th house, past status quos or past business goals and associations that you pretty much endeavored with. Now, it's going to pretty much oppose you, and it can bring obstacles which can help you or break you. It's going to basically be your 4th house, your home, your family and shit during this time. If family or if past goals and responsibilities don't click and come into hand, then you know what to do, or you know who to cut off. 11th house, past associations, groups, and of course acquaintances. Now, it's going to oppose is pretty much it's going to be your 5th house, your hobbies and shit, or your romance partners. And 12th house, past dreams and imaginations, fantasies, and illusions, which can throw this off, can be your work or can help you during this time.